double back. That shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking off. Got the flight. Promise you if anybody can, homie, I can. Get the right, man. Baby, I'm my own hype, man. Yeah. Run it back, run it back, run it back, yeah, run it back, run it, ooh, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. About to snap, take a photograph. Run it back, make it to the runs. Run it back when I told it right. I'll be back, make another back. Ultra fast. I ain't with the boulder dash. Run it back, but running back. Face back with the shoulder pads.
Run it back, watch your back. You think I want it cream, but I like it black. About the act, yeah. And run it back. You see how I act, nothing I lack. Feel it like a fatal heart attack. I die for that. I don't stress about it. I think less without it. I'm a cut at anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key. Running back, let me have it back. I'm a cut at anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key.
Yes, like that, like that, like that. Solo might be right back, right back, right back. Oh yes, like that, like that, like that. I told him I'd be right back, right back, right back.
Run it back, run it back. Told him put the money in the bag, double that. Run it back, run it back. Told him put the money in the bag, double that, double that.
Run it back, run it back.
Run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Bulldozes past him. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Prescott off play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
46. Hey, kill. 47. Hey, here we go.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. Deep to return is Darius Davis. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4. It continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
It's Eckler again. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he's wrangled down right at the 45, but they're into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And shedding through the tackle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
A gain of 1 yard. First down, Los Angeles.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Up the middle with Eckler. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Herbert now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And he just chopped that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Chargers will jump on top with a game. Score here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. If it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 47. 26. Here we go, going to 54. 26.
Prescott now. He'll buy some time right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Second and 10.
59.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Here we go. Here we go, 47. 26.
Pollard again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. They try to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's third and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. On the sneak, it's Prescott, and he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. Dak Prescott scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. On first down, Justin Herbert. It's Williams on the catch. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Lewis, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Here we go, 47. Here we go.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. It's a foot race. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action now. Prescott rolling to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On second down, it's Pollard. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard, 30 yards, and the Cowboys have taken the lead.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Now for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Herbert throwing again. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's one where if you get your hands on it, you should expect to make the play. That could have gone for big yardage, but he just couldn't get it to stick to those big mitts.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. And that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
A fourth down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. It's taken to the 26. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row.
Hey, here we go. Here we go. Kill. 26.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Hey, kill.
Prescott now on 2nd down. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Hey, kill. 47, 26.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Kill.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Sebastian Joseph Day. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long.
Kill.
Now Prescott. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Sebastian Joseph Day. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
Set.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. The gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got his target. That's complete. Now inside the 25. Mike Williams. Touchdown, LA! Mike Williams. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 14.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
At the 24-yard line.
Here go 46.
A second down throw for Prescott. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Kenneth Murray. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Kill. 47. Good. Hey, 47. 26.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
At the 31-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Cowboys' 30-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Eckler now between the tackles. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. In motion left is Davis. And they'll accept that penalty. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. This one from 48 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Here we go, 46. Switch, just hey.
2nd down, Prescott. This one thrown deep for Schoonmaker. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On play action, Prescott. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
4th down.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Allen, the man in motion left. Herbert off of play action. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. Third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Lion. 59. Go.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 72 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Line. 5-9. Hey, Kappa.
The handoff, it's Eckler. J-Ron Kearse in on the tackle.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter. From the 29, here's the 2nd and 5. On the give, this is Eckler. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Herbert on 3rd down now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Baylor Tiger.
Now it's Herbert. That's caught at the 3. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Baylor Tiger. Let's go.
Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Kill. Under. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54.
A second down throw for Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
Go. Get out there. We're going to 54.
Prescott on first down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Austin Johnson gets the sack defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, kill. Gun. 47.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. That one down the field for Ferguson. And that's going to be incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. They're probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. Sweat, hey. 26.
3rd and long for Prescott. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Tui Pelotu able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Here we go, 47. 26.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. They'll run here with Eckler. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Go.
Herbert now. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. 26.
Here's Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James with a pick.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They're going to pass here with Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
1st down, Los Angeles.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Palmer. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Herbert. And this is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, 38 yards. And the Chargers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Crowd right.
They'll try and run it here. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Kill. Under. 47.
Now Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Here we go, 46. Go, get out there. Here we go, 47. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. He's airing it out for Williams. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And the Cowboys come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.